So this is a big topic and it is a serious one because it's your life we're talking about. It's the future. It's the next, it's the rest of your life. And it's only going to get worse. You guys in your 30s watching this, you're losing testosterone to the tune of 1% per year. But that statistic is based off men in previous times. It's getting worse now. You're probably losing more than 1% per year. Guys in your 40s, it's going to be closer to 2% per year. And again, this is assuming you're natural and you are not taking severe action to reverse that. This is, if you are the normal guy, your testosterone is declining at those rates. Again, if you do something about this, you can not only reverse that, you can double it within 8 weeks like Tim did. So that's a 200% increase in 8 weeks. But it's the guys who sit there passively doing nothing. They're the ones where it's going down 1% a year, 2% a year. So after 10 years, they're super skinny fat. Their manhood's not working anymore. Dead bedroom. Wife wants to leave them. Maybe she stays for the good of the kids or whatever. But some of them are more selfish than that and they will just divorce you. And, they got less respect at work, narrow shoulders, big bloated waistline. Like, how bad does it have to get before you do something? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Passively sitting around there, or what a lot of guys do is they pop a load of Tonka Ali pills or Clomid or something, and they're guessing, and then they run into inevitable problems with either estradiol with Clomid, or insomnia with Tonka Ali, or other issues because they're not addressing the root cause of the problem. And you can't get to the root cause without blood work. You could get lucky by guessing, but I wouldn't. For something this important, I wouldn't guess. I wouldn't be taking any chances. I would want to know exactly why I'm declining. This can affect your future income, your career, your investments, your mental health. Geez, the way you look. It's extremely important. And guys will sit there and let it decay over time. It's insane. So blood work is the first step. So you can, and the key to reversing this decline, and again, it's even worse in your 40s because you're declining faster and you've got less time to reverse things so that you can still live a good life for the rest of your 40s and then 50s and 60s and beyond. And the first step is blood work. The second thing is accurately locating or acknowledging what your biggest weak point is, and then doing the right things naturally to fix that and reverse it and turn it into a strong point. So if your estrogen's too high, again, you're not going to know this without blood work, but maca, cruciferous veg, fix your environment and the water and different factors like that. Stop taking Clomid if you're already taking it. If you've got chronically high cortisol, so not necessarily difficult to measure on a blood work, admittedly, but if it's chronically high and your adrenal functions are not on point, like fix the sleep, do whatever you can, get some morning sunlight, get more sun in general, take the supplements that are going to improve your sleep, and get the magnesium post-workout and before bed. And there's a ton of other cortisol control hacks you can use, but get those things sorted. And again, you need to know this stuff. If your SHBG is too high or your free test is too low, not always the same thing, you might want to know this stuff. Like your total might be 600 or 700, so not bad. But your free is miserably low, so of course you're depressed and the libido's not there. You've not had morning wood in months. And so with the free testosterone, again, there's a bunch of supplements, But the first thing you should look at is your diet, because if you're eating foods that's skyrocketing your SHBG, blocking the conversion of testosterone into DHT, or leading to all kinds of problems, or spiking estrogen, there's a ton of other stuff. You want to attack the diet first. The diet's the first thing to look at. Because supplements can be amplifiers in some cases, but if you take Tonka Ali but you're still consuming soy and sugar, you're insane. Like, fix the root cause first, which is usually a diet thing, then add the supplements in if you still need them. Then the key is in the word supplement. And people don't, you've got to stop doing the wrong things before you start adding in the esoteric, the sexy stuff. And this is what I do in consulting. I obviously help guys fix the root foundations, and not everyone's diet looks the same. There's no such thing as a perfect testosterone diet. It depends on your blood work, depends on your age, depends on your lifestyle, depends on your preferences. Some guys hate certain foods, especially like organ meats. They're not usually the tastiest thing in the world, but if you add spice to them, I think they're quite nice. Some guys love organ meats, and you want it to be a sustainable plan that you can sustain for years to come. So it's very subjective, but obviously that's what I help guys do with the consulting. It's going to be reopening again another 2 weeks from now, I believe, from the date of the upload of this video. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited. Hope you are as well, for those of you who join. But ask yourself the question, how much worse does the libido or lack of morning wood need to get before you do something? The lack of morning wood is a sign of things to come, by the way. It's not going to get better. Guys who are 35 are not genetically, naturally going to raise testosterone for no reason. You've got to do something. Testosterone peaks much younger than that. So if yours is low at 35, you can't just sit around and do nothing. You're past your peak. Maybe your peak was low, but it was still a peak relatively, and it's just going to go down and down and down until you do something. It's even worse if you're in your 40s. So, and then, ask yourself, how much longer are you going to sit around and do nothing? But anyway, the link is below. Check it out. It's not open just yet, but it will be. And I hope to see some of you guys in there, especially if you're motivated. Especially if you're willing to put the effort in and the investment to change your life. And I would be glad to get the ball rolling. See you in the next one.